The Wynn, $400, 100K guaranteed. It's 420. Let's blaze it. We got 2 hours of late entry. Max late reg till 4:30. Let's gamble in this Wynn 400 and run well. Rooftop views never get old. With blinds at 500, 1,000, I have about 30,000 in my stack, which is starting stack. I looked down at King 9 of diamonds, table is soft. We opened it to 2,200 in early position. Both blinds call. Flop comes 986, rainbow. Checks to me, I bet 420, 4,200, Bob. There's a fold and the big blind calls, leaving just under a pot size bet on the turn. Keep it low, dealer. The dealer does keep it low with a 3. He checks, I shove 23,000. He goes deep in the tank and says, let's gamble. We're ahead of 7-3. He's got 13 outs. It's at 26% to win, or we double. That's good. Nice hand. Good game. Good luck. We do not double, and we are out $400. The good news is I have about an hour to spend another $400 or multiple $400. So let's get back in there and gamble. We got a bag and tag at midnight. Early position open to 2,500 at 501K. I'm in middle position with pocket aces. We know how to play this one. Make it 6,500. He puts in the call. Flop comes King 10-4, 2 diamonds. He checks. I bet 6,000. He folds. We take it down. Aces not correct. We're under the gun with pocket threes. A premium. Make it 2,200 to go. Everybody folds but the big blind. Big stack, 150K. Where'd he get all those chips? Flop comes 997 rainbow. He checks. We bet 2,200. He calls. Turns a 4, a brick. He checks. I bet 4,200. He calls. We're trying to get value from the straight draws. Ace high type hands. River's a 4. Our showdown value has gone to 0 unless he has pocket deuces. So when he checks, our only option is to bet 8,000. Looking to fold out Jack 10, 10-8, 8-6, ace high. But he finds the call with ace 7 off and gets a tap on the table from one player and gets a nice hand from another player. What a hero. What a sick call, bro. And we're back to starting stack. Raise up ace queen in the low jack. Button shoves 15,000. We call.
That's it.
He's got pocket 4s. Said he doesn't want to flip all day. Good. Don't win.
4 on the door.
I just verified real quick.
But he wins this flip, and we're down to 16,000. All right, good times.
We're now heads up.
We shove our 16,000 under the gun with ace king at 1,200 big blind. Small blind wants the action and calls with queen jack off. Don't do this at home, but it's okay because the flop comes queen 10-9, 8, brick, doesn't fucking matter, and we're out. Let's try bullet number 3. 3,500.
35.
And we are in for $1,200 now. This is getting expensive. We can only rebuy till 6:30. The 1,200 big blind, we're in early position. Queen 10 of spades, make it 2,500. Button calls, small blind calls, big blind calls. 4 ways to a flop of Jack 9, 4, 2 diamonds, 1 heart. Could see bet, but let's see what happens. We check to the button who checks behind. Turns a beautiful king of hearts. Double flush draw. We got the nuts. Check, check, we bet 5K. Button folds, small blind calls, and big blind springs the trap, 23-5. I don't think he's ever folding any 2-pair, any flush draw, any straight draws. So we just shove for 33,000, 10K on top, and he finds the tank fold. Maybe I'm not supposed to shove? I can't. I mean, they're getting 7, 8 to 1 on a flush draw. You can't fold that. And probably getting close to the right price on a boat draw, but we'll take it down. Pro tip, go to the Wynn shops. Not many people in there, but they have a great place to eat for dinner. It's called Earth Cafe. I go there waiting in line and they inform us that their machines are down. I can't take any orders, but you can order online. So I try to order online. It says 35-minute wait. So I go back to Wazuzu by the poker room. Try not to tilt, but you know, that's life. I go with the Wagyu fried rice with mushrooms and truffle something in there. I'll give the dish a 7 out of 10. Pretty good. Would I get it again? Drunken noodles at half the price. Seems like a better value. Sitting on about 78,000 at 1,500. A lot of play, great structure. Just get done eating my food and we look down at the ladies under the gun. Make it 3,500 to go. We get a flat call and we get a jam for 49,000. The same guy that made it 23.5 and folded to my jam when I had queen 10. We're all in with the ladies. The other guy folds and we're up against ace king of clubs. Now is a good time to win our flips. And here's the video. I'm not even sure if I got the video of the queens versus ace king. I was so busy finishing eating and raising queens under the gun. But it came ace 8-4, 4-8 or some shit. Doesn't matter. We double them up. The very next hand, button raises to 3,000. Small blind puts in the call. We have king 10 off in the big and 28,000. A great hand to squeeze with. We shove all in for 19 blinds. The only downside to this is they might think I'm on tilt after losing the last flip. Original raiser folds and small blind snaps it off with ace 9 off. I don't think he was really trapping, but he somehow found the correct call. Let's get lucky and get back up to 65,000. It's a 40-60. Good game, good luck. And we do not get lucky and we're out 3 times in one day. $1,200 gone, plus $80 for dinner. Now it's time for the drive of shame.
The next day.
And we have arrived at the Wynn / Encore poker room for the $400 day 1B 100K guarantee. With blinds at 400, 800, look down at king 10 of hearts, limp small blind. Let's set the trap. They check behind. Flop comes. King 3 deuce. We bet 800. They call. Turns a queen. Pretty innocuous. I bet 2,000 and he raises to 7,000. What's he repping? Turn 2 pair. Slow played. Set of deuces on the flop. I'm not buying what he's selling. I put in the call. River's a 9. Jack 10 gets there. I check and he bets 15,000. Asian male, age 50 to 90. I probably should just fold the turn in theory based upon like live player tendencies in this situation, but you know, we're here to gamble. We're not gonna bag and tag if we fold top pair all day. So we call and lose to queen deuce. Israeli Ron, blind versus blind. Nice turn card. Should have folded and saved 20,000. Lesson learned, it won't happen again. Get a couple shoves through, a couple dirty looks. At 1K big blind, there's 3 limps to my big blind, and I look down at king jack off. Good check, or we could push it to the limit. Pick up, you know, that 5K dead. We do grip it and rip it. And everybody folds to the small blind who puts in the call. With pocket 6s, we're flipping. Almost 45K in the middle. Let's get above starting stack. And we do not win the flip and we're out. Bullet number 4 in 2 days. Should I just go home and cry? We got about an hour left. What's another 400 at this point? The Wynn 2K. Let's run better. And we're back in. What's another $400? 600, 1,200. David Larson opens 2,500 on the button. We defend the king 4 off. Bottom of range. Flop comes 9, 4, 3. We check call 2K. 10 on the turn. Check, check. 8 on the river. Check call 6K. Pair 4 is no good. He obviously has a 9 and he's value betting. And we lose half our stack. With blinds at 600, 1,200. Folds to a recreational big stack and the cutoff makes it 2,500 to go. I'm in the big blind with the kings. It's ready to shove a lot lighter than this. Love to see it. We're all in. He asks for a count and puts in a call with ace 8. Let's hold. We do hold, and we're up to just over starting stack. 5th bullet's the charm. Win a few small pots, get up to 60,000 last hand before dinner break. Max light entry comes in to my left. Limps under the gun off of 30. There's a few more limps. We're in the big blind with pocket aces. Unbelievable. Make it 5,500 to go. Under the gun, jams it in, 30,000. First hand, one and done. What's he repping, aces? Of course not. Everybody folds, we call. He's got the ochos, big hold. Let's get up to 90,000. And I do get up to 90,000. 3 starting stacks. I got a good feeling about this one. Please let me bag and tag. I don't want to have to come back tomorrow. We're in for 2,000. With blinds at 1,000, 1,500, 1,500, we look down at pocket 8s under the gun. What do? If the answer is limp, you are correct. We put in the call. People might think we're just posting our big blind. They might think it's a misclick. We're gonna keep this balanced with aces, kings, queens, 8s. It's good to put your opponents in unfamiliar game trees. Small blind completes. Big blind says, let's play for it all. 28,500, a max late entrant. 20 bigs, what do you do with 8s? Opponent, 21 to 25-year-old Asian male. I got a read on him. I think he likes to gamble. We put in the call. Small blind folds, of course, and we're up against 6-4 of diamonds. He's got 2 unders. Okay, big hold. Six on the flop, 4 on the turn, 2 pair, boat on the river, rub it in, and the crowd goes wild. And we're down to 55,000. About 40K in my stack at 2K big blind. I look down at the Cowboys under the gun. We limp. Action folds to middle position, who shoves all in for 51,000. They can't help themselves. Folds back to us. We snap it off. He shows ace king. No good. No ace dealer. Ace on the flop every time. When will it end? Until a 10 hits the river and we chop it up. And he's unhappy. A little commotion happens at the table. I don't get involved. I'm in the zone.
Nice hand.
I was ahead on the flop, wasn't I?
You're chopping.
At 3K big blind, early position goes all in for 14,000. I'm in middle position with King Jack. I think he's got a wide range here. We ISO 45,000. Everybody folds. He has King Deuce. And we hold and eliminate a player. Chipping up, targeting the shorties. That's how you win tournaments. 3K big blind. I look down at pocket aces under the gun. The dream. 59,000 in my stack. Sticking with the plan. We're limping. 3 people limp, 4 people limp, 5 people limp. We got a 7-way pot. Flop comes 5, 5, 3. Blinds could definitely have a 5 here. They check, I check. There's a 5K bet. The button makes it 30K. The small blind call is 30K. What do you do with aces here? Of course we fold. And original 5K better puts in the call. Huge pot. Turns a brick. They all check. River's a brick. There's a 50K bet. There's a 70K shove. And the 2 hands are, I believe, pocket 7s and pocket 5s. Pocket 5s for flop quads.
Oh, what?
Wow. Threes and 8s.
I had the 6s.
I had 7s.
Oh, you had 7s? Nice hand.
Wow, nice hand.
Another guy in the hand says, I almost shoved pre with my king queen. Another guy said, I had pocket 6s. Everybody just limped. So limping aces under the gun could be a good thing or a bad thing. This way we got out cheap and we're on to the next hand. Aces cracked. 26 players remain, 180 started or so. 22 make day 2. Will we make day 2? 4 from the money. Early position shoves 30K. I'm on the button with ace queen and 49K. What do? We try to bust one of the few people we cover. I'm all in with ace queen. He shows king 10 off. Please hold. And we do hold, eliminate a player, 25 left. We have 89,000 in our stack. A few bust outs at our table, and we're down to 23. Last hand before break, and there's an all-in at the other table. King Jack versus Ace King. Ace King's at risk. We need to jack him, and here's the video. Need to lock up this 800.
You know?
Is that how much it is? 800?
Yeah, that's where it
Double,
starts.
double. Yeah,
Oh, let's fucking go, bro. Hey, you suit, Jay.
jacked him on the river.
That one-eyed Jack.
You didn't take a picture of the bathroom?
What do you think?
Brutal.
How do you feel?
I'm just glad I'm not that guy.
Oh man, that's gotta hurt. What a brutal game.
I love you don't even like.
All right, see you on day 2, brother. We popped the bubble. We're in the money, $800 approximately locked up. We're only in for 2,000. We're free rolling possible Profitville. Stay tuned to find what happens on day 2. Let's get this trophy.
The next day.
And we have arrived at the Wynn rooftop parking, my favorite place to be, unless I bust and have to get up here and do the drive of shame. But that's not gonna happen. We're taking home $36,000 in a trophy today. We got about 1/3 average stack. We got nothing to lose, everything to gain. We're in the money. Let's get it.
Just to these front podiums to receive your payout.
With blinds at 3,000, 6,000. Guy is all in for 2,000 in middle position. Button makes it 15,000. I'm in the big blind with pocket fours. What do you do? 74,000 in our stack. We're all in. We got fold equity and Button does fold. We're up against the 2K all-in guy. Great situation. He's got some hand. You can see it in this video. We flop a set and it's over. Chipping up. Every chip counts when you're short. Last hand of 3K, 6K. We're under the gun with Ace King and 89,000 in our stack. 15 blinds, a bit much to jam. Do we want to min raise? I think we're gonna go with the out of the box move and limp. Still gives people room to ISO fold or ISO call it off horrible. Or we flip against a pair, doesn't matter. Ace King, it's a drawing hand. 2 limps behind and the blinds check. We're 5 ways to a flop, which comes King 9-8. 2 diamonds. We have the ace of diamonds, pretty wet flop. The plan is to check it to one of the limpers behind me and check jam on them for a nice stack to pot ratio situation. No one wants to bet, and we see a turn that is a queen. Jack 10 gets there, a few 2 pairs get there, and the big blind bets 12,000. We put in the call with top. Middle position makes it 40,000 with about 50,000 behind. Everyone folds back to me and top no good. We fold. I offer him $5 to show me a bluff. He shows me Jack 10 offsuit. I say that's not a bluff. You get $0. Good investment. And we move on. Under the gun and under the gun, both limp. Small blind completes. I check my Jack 8 of diamonds. Flop comes King 8-5. 2 hearts, 1 club maybe. Checks around. I got middle pair. Turns the Jack of clubs. Now there's 2 hearts, 2 clubs. Very coordinated board. A lot of straight draws, flush draws. Small blind. Bets out 15,000. What would you do with 2 pair here? 2 limpers to act behind us. I think we gotta protect it and assume we have the best hand, so I'm all in for 73,000. There's a fold and over limper calls it off, 40,000 or so. Uh-oh. We do cover. Small blind folds and we're up against Queen 10 off. We're dodging 8 outs. And we do dodge them and pick up a nice pot. Action pulls me in the small blind. I have pocket 8s and about 190,000 in my stack. Asian mileage 30 to 60 on my left with the pre-flop sizing tells. Big is strong, small is weak. Good to know. Checks it back. He had ISO'd me once before in this situation, claiming a small pair. So we have a better understanding of his range. Information is power. Flop comes 10-10-3. We bet the minimum for value. He snap calls. Turns a 6. I bet 16,000 for value. He snap calls. Rivers a 6. All of his 3X, which we're targeting, has been counterfeited now. So there's no reason to bet. It's better to check call. So I check and he checks back quickly. We proudly show our 8s and he shows Ace 6 offsuit. or a boat, and we shake it off. Old school player Mark Gregorich, you might have some books or something, has been patiently waiting for a spot to shove, and he shoves 49,000 in early position at 8K big blind. We're in the small blind with ace queen. Easy 6 blind ISO. Big blind folds are up against ace king. Wow, what are the odds? 9, 6, 3 flop or whatever, and of course the queen comes on the turn because this is our tournament to win. Eddie's out, and we chip up to around 200,000.
Make one though, because there's 2 players coming in there.
Cutoff opens to 16,000. I'm on the button with pocket aces, trying to control my heartbeat. But we got to 3-bet this baby up to 40,000. He has about 200,000. I might have a little more. Let's play for stacks. Action folds back around to him. He goes deep in the tank. And this is when I noticed the dealer hasn't turned on the shot clock. We all have 15 seconds pre, 30 seconds post. I think 30 seconds if there's significant action or something pre. And he eventually bolts. Unfortunate, but we'll take it. 30 to 60-year-old big stack Asian male who had the heater early and said it's all downhill from here. Opens to 16,000. We defend the queen 10 off. Flop comes jack, 9, 2 spades. We don't have a spade. We check. He bets 18,000. We call. Turns a 10. We check. We have 2 pair. He checks quickly behind. River's a 6. Time to get that thin value, targeting 9x and complete air balls. I bet the minimum, 8,000. Some people like to pounce on this. He pounces, but not very hard, to 25,000. I think we could still beat some 10x value, maybe. I don't know. Of course, we put in the call, and he shows ace 8 of clubs, and we scoop a nice pot, chipping up nice. Card dead for about an hour. Blinds at 612. Younger Asian male pro puts in the open 24,000 in the cutoff. I'm on the button with king jack of spades, 211,000. I'm all in. He's been opening a lot. Pretty good stack size to jam here. Suited broadways perform pretty well in this situation. Blockers pre and post flop. Playability, he thinks about it and folds, and we take it down. And we're on break. Going to 8,000, 16,000. I have 205,000 in my stack, no problems. I'm one of the best 12 blind players in the world, so the table's in trouble. Stay tuned and subscribe today, it's free. Hit the subscribe button, it's free.
Jeff Boski. Love your vlogs. Watch them all the time.
Perfect. What's your name?
Scott.
From?
North Carolina.
Good luck to you, Scott.
Thank you, sir. You too.
With blinds at 10,000, 15,000, 15,000, we're under the gun with pocket jacks. Could limp, could min raise, could jam. All 3 options are profitable. We go with the jam this time. Middle position. Viewer of the vlog puts in the call. He's got about 600,000 in his stack. Everybody folds, and we're up against the ladies. 20% to win. Tournament life on the line. Let's jack them. Good luck. And we do not jack him, and we're out of the Wynn 400 aka $2,000 buy-in event. $1,072 is our reward for our 5 bullets and multiple days. Welcome to Tournament Poker. Stay in school, kids. Sign up on ACR. Use promo code Boski on your first deposit. Gamble responsibly. Do not risk more than you can afford to lose. Subscribe, and we're out.